Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about three different conferences that are going to conduct in India. Okay, that's the first thing. And the notification of those acceptance. Okay, so which will be done in between December 2021 and Jan 2022. That means you will get your acceptance letter. Okay, in the month of December and in the month of Jan. So out of these three, two conferences will give their acceptance in the month of December, and one will be given in the month of your Jan. And these conferences, so the papers submitted in these conferences will be gets published in your Scopus index publications. Okay, so which will be having of a high acceptance rate. So now I'm going to share all those three conferences, their deadlines, okay, along with their what are the different topics that are to be considered for those conferences, okay, and the registration fees as well. Okay. So when it comes to the first conference, so this first conference is nothing but the 16th International Conference on Intelligent Systems and Controls. Okay, so which is named as your ISCO 2022. Okay, so which is going to conduct on 11th and 12th of January 2022. And these are your conference dates. Okay, these are your conference dates, but the acceptance of this of your paper, if you submitted in this conference, will be given in the month of your December. Okay, and this is organized by Karpagam College of Engineering, Coimbatore. So when it comes to the different departments, okay, so this is organized by a specific department, okay, which we call as a mechanical engineering department. So under those sections, now this conference includes this set of your departments. Like these people can submit their research papers or research articles or any review type of papers. So in this conference, okay. So the list of departments includes the mechanical and your automobile. Okay, so similarly, your computer science and your information technology. You have your civil engineering technologies. Similarly, you have your electrical instrumentation control and automation. And similarly, you have your electronic communication technologies. Okay, these are the different set of departments. I mean, the people or the papers which fall under these categories can be submitted to this conference. Okay, so if you want me to open this, and this is nothing but your link for the conference. So which has given a bifurcation of different set of your conferences. That means different set of the topics which comes under these departments. Okay. Just I'm going to that website. Okay, so the conference website, actual website. So it gives under each department what are the different set of topics that need to be covered. So at the same time, I'm going to share what are the deadlines of it and what you call as your format of that submission. Okay, so if you look at this department, as I told you, the first department is nothing but your mechanical and your automobile technologies. Okay, so this is one thing. So under this, we have a different set of your topics that can be covered. So starting from your logistics and your materials manufacturing, your green man. That means like it cover almost all the topics that comes under mechanical and your automobile technologies. Okay. So any paper, if you have any paper that is relevant to this this topics, so you can submit to this journal. Similarly, when you talk about electrical and your instrumentation control and automation. Okay, so here also that means it includes like almost all the topics, okay, which can be studied under that department. Similarly, electronics and communications. So you can check out. Just you can go to that link, and these are a different set of your topics. Okay, and civil engineering and computer science. Clear. So this is one thing. I mean, these are the different set of topics that comes under different set of your departments. Okay. Now, when it comes to your submission guidelines, okay. So what he's saying is, he's asking us to submit your paper in the format of IEEE. Okay. So you need to submit your paper in the form of how your format of your IEEE looks like. So or you can download that format from here directly. He has given the link also. Clear. And you have to submit your paper via EasyChair because there are different modes of your submission. Some conferences ask to directly submit in the materials proceedings website itself, or some conferences ask to first submit your paper in your EasyChair. So once it get accepted, then they will ask you to update in your material proceedings. So this conference, this ISCO 2022, is asking you to submit your paper in your EasyChair first. Then after, once it gets accepted, then you can submit in your material proceedings. Okay. And the other condition which they are saying is, so your paper length should be maximum of your 6 pages only. Okay, that's the condition given by this conference organizers, that paper should be within the range of your 6 papers maximum. And the above 6 papers, they are going to charge for each extra paper. Okay, so make sure you have your manuscript is within that limit 6 pages. Okay, so in order to avoid any extra charges. Okay, good. Now when it comes to the dates of your submission, okay, so as we have all told you, so your conference is on your 11th and 12th of your Jan 2022. Okay, and when you're talking about your full paper submission, okay, that means you need to upload your full manuscript in your EasyChair by 25/11/2021. Okay. And when you talk about acceptance notification, so as I told you, so the first 2 of these 3 conferences will give their acceptance mail or acceptance letter in the month of December itself, December 2021. So which can be used for this academic year purpose only for us. Okay, those who are working as an academician or any university. Okay, so they can use this acceptance letter for your progress. Okay, and the next is your registration has to be done in the month of December, that is on 25/12/2021. Okay, so this is with respect to the dates of your submission of that conference. Okay, so here the main thing is when you talk about your registration fees. Okay, so as of now they haven't updated how much fees they're going to charge. Okay, but it will be in the range of your you can say 6 to 8. Sometimes it may be less than that also, but so far all the conferences that has been conducted, okay, so that is stating, I mean those will usually start from your 3,500 to 8,000. Okay, so you can assume that will be the range of your conference registration fees. But the good thing is you'll get your acceptance in the month of December, and it will be a Scopus Index journal. Okay, clear? So this is about your first conference. Now, so the next thing, so when it comes to your second, okay, so this is conference name is International Conference on Recent Advances in Mechanical Engineering and Nanomaterials. Okay, so the same thing here. Okay, so this conference is on 19th and 20th of February. Okay, which is going to conduct in the state of your Maharashtra, okay, in Pune. Okay, so which is organized by your Research Association of Masters of Engineering. Clear. Now this conference also will give your acceptance in the month of December itself. Okay, so these 2 are giving their acceptance. I mean the first conference, which is ISCO 2022, and this one. So these 2 conferences will give their acceptance in the month of December itself. Though they have their conference conducted in the month of Jan and Feb, but their acceptance of your manuscript will be given in the month of your December itself, December 2021. Okay, before 31st of December. Okay. Now here also it includes like a different set of the topics. Okay, so though your conference states that related to your materials, your mechanical or anything, so but it covers the wide range of your topics. Okay, because your materials application will be there in each and every field. It may be in electrical, electronics, your civil, your automobiles, your mechanical, your oil and gas, your energy sector. So everywhere you will be having application of this material science. Okay, so your conference will accept almost all the topics relevant to your material science, but make sure that is your own work. That means make sure your similarity index should be less than 15. If it is less than 10, it's well and good, but it has to be less than 20 at any cost. because the first criteria of selection of your paper is nothing but your similarity index. They will check your similarity. Then only go for any other further review. If your similarity is not within the conference limit or conference what you call as your requirement, then they're not going to go for further process. Okay, so that's the main thing. That so with respect to topic, yes, they will restrict their topics to this, but they will accept the other application of material science in the other fields also. Okay, so if you look at this site which has been given, so this is the conference link. Okay, so I have shared the conference link so that you can open that. So if you look at that, so he has given a different set of topics. So if you look at on your left hand side, so starting from your material science and processing, composite material production technology. Okay, so all those things has been given. Okay, so these are the different set of your topics, and here also he has given certain conditions of your manuscript, because you cannot submit a 40-page manuscript, or in the previous conference they said they accept only 6 pages, up to 6 pages. So in this conference he has given not exceeding 10-page limit. Okay, that means this conference, which is called as your ICRAMEN, it has a limitation. Okay, so you need to have restrict your manuscript within a 10-page limit. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, and you can submit this manuscript directly in your material proceedings website itself, because he has given the procedure also here. Okay, so for each and everything you have your template, because in the previous conference we said like it's IEEE format, and here he's asking to submit your manuscript in your material proceedings template. Okay, so your templates will be different, so you can download that template from here itself, download paper template. Okay, now when you talk about this one, so this is all about the requirements, conditions of this one, okay, of this conference. Now when you talk about deadlines, and when you talk about your registration fees, okay, so so next is your submission dates and your registration. So as I told you, your submission is started in the month of May 15th, okay, and your submission deadline is your December 15, 2021. Okay, so that means you can submit your manuscript which is of your 10 pages limit. Okay, meaning you need to restrict your manuscript within that limit of 10 pages. Okay, after submitting by December 15th, you'll get your notification. That means your acceptance notification. That means acceptance or rejection. So you'll get that confirmation by December 31st. Okay, as I told you, that means this conference and the previous conference is for 2022. So we'll give their acceptance in the month of December itself. Though the conference is conducting in the month of Jan and Feb, but their acceptance will be given in the month of your December. Okay, and your registration deadline is given Jan 15th. Okay, and you have to submit your camera ready. That means in the prescribed format. When I say prescribed format, means in this conference they're accepting materials proceedings today format. Okay, so that is as per that format you have to upload the website. Okay, and the conference date is on 19th and 20th February. Okay, and this is one thing. This is with respect to your dates of your submission. Now when we talk about registration fees, okay, if you are a student or a research scholar comes your DRF, all those people. Okay, so for them it is 6,000 for a faculty, for an academician. So they said like they're charging 6,500. Okay, and if it is an industry person, they're charging for 7,000, and for co-author registration 1,000. So the purpose of co-author registration is, so usually what happens is in each and every conference, okay, in most of the conferences you can say, the person who is going to present, he is going to get the participation certificate. The other people, the conference organizers will not give any participation certificate for the other authors. So if you need like your participation certificate for each and every author, okay, that means you need the authors also need to get registered. Okay, that's why it's mentioned here co-author registration. Okay, so by registration with under your co-author sector, that means under co-author section, that means you are going to get your participation certificate for this conference, no matter you present it or not. Maybe the other teammate can present it, but you also get the conference certificate, participation certificate. Okay, and these fees, or you can say these registration fees. Sorry. So these registration fees are with respect to Indian nationalities. Okay. Now for international author, so if he's a student or research scholar, so they're charging of 125 USD. Similarly, the co-author registration is 25 USD. Okay. So at the bottom, I have given the conference link also. So you can click on that. It will take directly to the, or it will navigate directly to your conference website. Okay, where you can check all the details. I mean, all the details has been shared. The only thing is, so topics has been changed. So when you while uploading your manuscript, okay, please keep in mind your similarity index should be less than 15%, and your number of pages should be restricted within your 10 pages. Okay, so that's a condition given with this conference. Now, when it comes to the conference, third conference, okay, so this is nothing but international conference on latest developments in materials and manufacturing. Okay, so it is going to conduct in 24th and 25th March of 2022. Okay, conducted by Amritsar group of colleges. Okay, so there we have different set of colleges like engineering, law, and your order management. Okay, and this conference is conducted in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Amritsar College of Engineering and Technology. It's in Amritsar. Okay, so when it comes to these topics, so it includes like everything. Okay, it covers each and every topic of every sector. Okay, so there are certain topics which has been mentioned on your website. Okay, so like under materials and engineering calculation and testing, so biomaterials, nanomaterials, everything. Like under manufacturing technologies, they have given certain thing, and some smart technologies. Okay, so if you take to that website, okay, even there also includes like the other topics also, which is if you look at this, okay, here they have clearly mentioned what are your conference topics. Okay, under different sectors: materials, energy, material manufacturing technologies, smart manufacturing, okay, material properties measurement. So I'm sure that no matter what your background is, okay, so if your topic is relevant to certain sort of materials, okay, so those sort of papers can be submitted in this journal. Okay. So with respect, and the other thing is, so here when you talk about the limitations, limitations, conditions, okay. So as I told you, here he has given the similarity index of 20. That means your conference should have a similarity index of less than 20. Okay. So your conference paper should have a similarity index of your less than 20. Clear? So you please keep that in mind. Okay. Main thing is your scrutiny of your papers will be done on the basis of your similarity index. That's the first thing. Then they go for what is there inside your paper. So make sure, please check before submitting manuscript. Okay. And you can avoid the rejection. So, and I'm sure that your acceptance rate of this conference, I cannot say 100%. Okay, but it will be 90%. Okay, 90% acceptance will be there for your conferences. But you need to meet certain basic criteria. It's not like high criteria, but basic criteria has to be met. Okay, as per the conference requirements. Okay, so when you talk about your deadlines and registration fees. Okay, so when you talk about submission dates, okay, so here the last date of your submission, okay, is nothing but your December 31st. Okay, so early bird registration starts. Okay, that means if you look at this, what he has written is early bird registration starts immediately after authors get mail from EES regarding the conference that the article is accepted. Okay, so and he said early bird registration ends on February 15th. That means before February 15th, that means in the month of January itself, you're going to get your acceptance notification from that conference side. Okay, from that conference organizers. Okay, stating that your paper has been accepted. Please go for further process. Okay, that means before February 15th. Okay, so this conference is helpful for those who is going to plan for the 2022 year. Okay, for that academic year. Clear. So that's the thing. And when talk about date of conferences, it's on 24th and 25th of March 2022. Okay. So here the good thing is in this case, so usually some of the authors are interested to submit more than one manuscript, okay, in the same conference. Okay. So these organizers are given a facility, or you can say has given a discount. Okay, if you want to submit more than a single manuscript in this conference, then they are charging. If you look at this registration fees, okay. So graduate student 4,000. So research scholar accommodation is for 4,500. That means if you are a teacher or if you are working somewhere, I mean if you're doing a PhD as if on a full-time basis, then you can say your registration charge is 4,500. Okay. Now this is your 4,500. Okay. Now when I talk about the other thing, okay. So when I talk about the last column, that is for second paper onwards, that means if you submit one more paper and that registration paper cost of that paper is 4,000. Okay, that means they are reducing by 500. Okay, and the other condition is usually material proceedings or any conferences, they will not accept more than 2 papers from a single author to get published in the same conference proceedings. Okay, so that's a basic criteria under your material proceedings. Okay, though even if you may submit 3 or 4 papers, but the chances of getting selected of all 4 are very less, because it's a condition given by the material study proceedings website itself that if you are submitting more than 2 papers in the same conference, okay, those will not be accepted because the maximum limit is nothing but per author 2 papers. Okay. So that's the thing. And the other thing is he has given restricted. That means you need to restrict your paper within a limit of your 8 pages. Okay, if you're crossing your 8 pages, so they're charging. Again, they're charging of like maybe 500 per page, 700 per page, or you can say 550 per page. Okay. So these are the different set of your 3 conferences. Okay. So which has a high acceptance rate, and you need to follow the basic criteria like a similarity index, your number of pages, all those things. Okay. Thank you. So please do subscribe our channel